ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं उपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शांति शांति शांति। ठीक है, अब हम लोग जो है पढ़ेंगे आज थर्ड वाला मंत्र, पेज नंबर 4 पे थर्ड मंत्र। विल रीड द थर्ड मंत्र। अथ कबंधी कात्यायन उपेत्य पप्रच्छ भगवन् कुतो हवा इमाः प्रजाः प्रजायन्त इति। अथ कबंधी कात्यायन उपेत्य पप्रच्छ भगवन् कुतो हवा इमा प्रजा प्रजायन्त इति। Okay. Last time we saw that 6 disciples, 6 students, you can say 6 young boys, they all approached Pipalad Rishi and their names were given in the first mantra, and they went with a deep desire to know about the self. So they were all experts in Karmakand. They were, here the word used was Brahmapara. So this is Apara Brahma. This is lower. So they were Apara Brahmapara. That means they were all Karmakandis. They were expert, daksh in doing all the ritualistic performances. So they had done all those things, and naturally, after one has got a lot of purity, what is the result of Karmakand? Karmakand is not to be neglected like that. It has got its own importance. Why? Because it makes our heart pure. So once they were doing all these things for many years, they continued. And then when their hearts became pure, naturally the inquiry started in their heart. So the inquiry was what? About their own self. What am I? Who am I? About that. So they wanted somebody to guide them, and henceforth they went to Pippalada Rishi. And there, after they went, then they were ordered to stay there for a year, Samvatsar. So for 1 year they stayed there, Samvatsaram Samvasatyatha. And what they had, Pipaladashi had given them 3 conditions. They had to stay there with tapas, brahmachari and shraddha. Tapas, brahmachari and shraddha. We also saw the 4 points that the purpose, what was the purpose behind him saying them, telling them to stay there for a year. First purpose was what? That they should not, their inquiry should not be casual. Second purpose was that the adhikaritva should be there. Third purpose was that if the adhikari is not there, the qualifications are not there in the student, so staying in the Gurukul increases or enhances those qualifications. And fourth was to to develop a relationship between the disciple and the teacher. That is, if before even going for the knowledge, if we do not have the relationship with the speaker, then sometimes the knowledge does not click. Sometimes it clicks, but sometimes it happens so that there may be some aversion in the mind, or mind is not ready to accept the jnana, or the faith is not there in the shastras. Some of the other thing happens. So to um, not to have these things, he said that you have to stay there, you have to stay in the Gurukul for a year, and you develop 3 things: tapasa, brahmacharya, and shraddha. What was tapas? Tapas was to hold one vritti that will be helpful for my purpose or the goal for which I have come here. To try to analyze, keep on analyzing. Tapasya is at the mental level. So keep on analyzing what? Keep on analyzing whether all my vrittis are as per my chosen goal or not. If it is not, then I have to remove them. So continuously maintaining one higher thought, holding it. See, taking sankalp is easy, but maintaining that sankalp for a long time is not easy, and that requires tapasya. So here, that this is called tapasya. That I am maintaining that sankalp, that I want to know that self, and anything, any other vritti that is coming, any other thought that is coming, all other conflicts, all other desires, whatever are coming, I have to drop them easily, because I have to concentrate my mind on one thought only. So obstructing goals, to drop those obstructing goals is called tapasya. Tapasya is at the mental level here. So get those thoughts which are not opposing my goal, my chosen goal for which I am there. This is called tapasya. What is brahmacharya? Brahmacharya means here, Bhagwan Bhashyakar had said Guru Shushrusha, if you remember. So doing Guru Seva. When we are doing his personal Seva, what happens is our Dehatma Buddhi that is very strong, that loosens a bit. Because I have to rise above my likes and dislikes. I have to rise above my comfort zone. I have to come out of my comfort zone. Sometimes when we are in the comfort zone, that time we are not able to put a lot of effort and not able to see my potential, my bigger potential that is lying dormant in my heart. So I have to come out of my comfort zone, and that is called Guru Shushrusha. It is not for the Guru that is the seva is required. It is for us, for the disciple who needs the seva, the opportunity to do seva and to know his dormant capacities. So my ahankar, my life, my way of thinking, my notions, my intentions, my tapasya, all this has to be left. The things when we went to Gurukul, we were doing Purvashram, whatever we were doing, we were strictly ordered that we have to leave everything, even what fasting we are doing, even the pujas that we are doing, we are spending a lot of time in rituals, all that had to be left, and we had to take up new rules as per the agya of the Acharya. So that is mandatory. Otherwise, we won't, if we don't empty our cup, then how will the new knowledge come in? It will get spilled over. This is called brahmacharya. The third one was Shraddha, if you remember. So Shraddha means what? That Shraddha opens the third eye. Shraddha gives the intuitive power. Shraddha is the Divya Chakshu, the Gyan Chakshu, the Shastra Chakshu, that whatever is being said or told by the Shastra, I have faith on that and I believe that, and that will take me to the unmanifest, because this is a leap. This is a wild leap towards the unmanifest where I don't know where I'll land up. So I am holding on to something that is seen in my life, and that is those are two things, that is the Shastra and the Guru. So I'm holding on to them. So Lord's desire is seen through them. That is that person in front of me and the Shastra in front of me is not something man-made, but it is the Lord's desire that is going to manifest from those things, the Guru and the Shastra. So he gave 1 year to all those young boys to develop all these things. If you do not have, then you develop it. So here they stayed there, and if you remember in the second shlok, it was said, in the bhashyam of the second shlok, it was said, Yato yatha kamam yahata kama kamah tam anatikramya yatha kamam yadvisha tadvishayan prashnan pritchata. You ask me anything after 1 year. Whatever your questions are, you can ask, and you can come on collectively also to ask, or individually also. That is up to you. Anuddha tattva pradarshanaartha yadi shabda na agyana sanshayartha. Now he said that if I know, after that, if you question me, if I know the answer, then I will tell you. This is Bhagwan Bhashikar is saying, it's not to tell about the agyan or the ignorance of the acharya, but it is his humility. So vidya, if somebody has got vidya, naturally he'll have vinay also. Vidya dadati vinayam. So he will have that vinay in him. He will have that humility. So vinay, if one has got vinay, that humility will be seen in each and everything, whatever he does, in his walking, in his talking, in his looking, in his eating, in his dressing up, in his day-to-day interactions, everything. The vinay will be reflected in all his expressions. So it is not that we won't be able to make it. So it was because it is his nature, it will come in everything. So we have to develop like that. So if somebody has got Gyan, how will we know that the Gyan is there? He'll automatically have this Vinay also in him. So Anuddha Tattva Pradarshanartha Yadi Shabda Na Agyana Samshayartha. It is not due to Agyan that he said that if I know, I will tell, but it was due to his humility, because he has answered. We will see now he has answered all difficult questions. It's not an easy answer. Today only we'll see one question, that what has been asked, the teacher can grasp what is the intention of the student behind it. And sometimes from the answer, we can gauge the depth of the question. It happens like that. The question seems to be very easy, but actually from the answer we can make out that this was not the answer actually. Actually, the question was something else. So we'll see now. So Nirnayad avasiyate tahit sarvam wo va prishta vakshyama iti. So I know, if I know, I'll tell. Whatever I know, I'll tell. This was the second question. Now we come to the third mantra. Now, the third mantra is saying that the last one, remember, amongst all those, first one was Sukesha Bharadwaja, second one was Shebya Satyakama, then third was Saurayani, first mantra, then Kausalya, then Bhargava, then Kabandhi. So this Kabandhi was the sixth one. But now they are starting from the the youngest one. This Kabandhi Katyayani will be the first one to ask the question. Okay, so Atha Kabandhi Katyayana, after 1 year. So they have done all the rituals, everything. They have stayed in the Gurukul for 1 year, and then now he has got Kabandhi Katyayana has approached the teacher. Upetya means he went. First, let me tell you the word to word meaning, and then we will go to the deeper aspects of it. So Atha Kabandhi Katyayana Upetya means he went, Prapacha. He went there and he asked. Now there is a full stop there. Please remove that full stop. We don't need the Purna Viram there. And put a dash. And then Bhagwan, Kuto Hava Imaha Prajaha Prajayanta iti. That will be till iti. Before iti, it will be in inverted commas. Because that's a question. That's the question. This question is very simple. It's saying Bhagwan. Bhagwan is being addressed to the teacher. See, all the Shastra, the Upanishads have always mentioned the Guru or the Acharya as the Bhagwan only, because he is not the gross body, that it is not the gross body that is there in front of us, that is addressing us, but it is the Bhagwan's desire always that is addressing the student. So from that point of view, they have addressed it as Bhagwan. So Bhagwan Kutohava, Kutoha means Kutaha Panchami. From where? Kasmat. Kutaha means Kasmat. Kasmat Karanat. Kutaha. Hava Nipat. Those particles. Indeed. Imaha Prajaha Prajayante. The Prajaha means all the living beings. Prajayante. Actually, it is Prajayante, but with Sandhi, it has become Prajayanta. So we have to revise our Sandhis also. So originate. So Prajayanta means originated. Source. What is the source? From where has this all creation has come out? I want to know from which reason, or from where, what is the source of the whole creation? See, the question is so simple. But when we are looking at the answer, we will find out that this question is not that simple. Okay, now let us come to the Bhashyam. Same page, second paragraph. Atha Samvatsarat Udvam. Got it, everybody? Atha Samvatsarat Udvam. Atha Samvatsarat Udvam means what? After staying there for 1 year. 1 year, after staying there for 1 year, what happened? They must have stayed there doing seva, doing a lot of grazing of cows. Cows was a normal thing in a Gurukul. Making cow dung cakes and everything, all those things they must have done. When going to the forest, collecting wood, firewood, all those things. After that, staying there after 1 year. Kabandhi Katyayana Upetya. Upetya means what? See, we have to have our vision split into 2 parts or 3 parts also. So one is the mantra portion, second is the bhashya portion, and then again we will see Anandgiri portion. So these are the things, those who are those who have studied Bhashya earlier, it is not new for them, but I'm telling about those who have come for the first time. So here now, Katyayana Upetya. Now Upetya in the Moolam, you have to see the Moolam. Then the Bhashyam will tell you the meaning. See, because it was all Shruti, the language, the thoughts, the teachings were transferred by words, by the power of words. So there is no full stop, comma, like in English. So Sanskrit is how you are taking one word from the top and then the next word is the meaning. So Upetya means Upagamya. Upetya you have got in the Bhashya. Upetya means Upagamya, approached. Papracha means, again, Papracha is in the Mula. Papracha means Prishtavan. He asked. Prishtavan. He asked. What did he ask? Hey Bhagwan. So, hey Bhagwan, Kutah Kasmadva. I told you the meaning of Bhagwan. So, Kasmadva ima. Kutah means Kasmat. Kasmadva imaha. Imaha. Imaha idam. Idam striling. You need to practice Sanskrit, otherwise you'll forget. So, idam striling. So, iyam imau imaha. Okay, so this is imaha brahmanadyaha. So brahman adya adi. Again adi became adyaha, striling. So imaha brahmanadya prajaha. So from brahmanadya means adi, from starting from adi, starting from, if this is adi is not etc. Adi means beginning from Brahma, not Brahma, beginning from Brahmaji, all the prajaha, prajayante utpadyante. From where has all this praja come out? I want to know. So now Bhagwan Bhashyakar has added one line that will describe the uh, the deeper aspects. Only one line he has added. He's saying, Aparavidya karmanah samuchitayoho यत् कार्यं या गतिः तद् व्यक्तम इति तद अर्थोयम प्रश्नः. Now he is saying this is aparavidya karmanoho, the combined effect of karma and gyan, upasana. That this is a combined effect of karma and upasana. Karma here means the rituals. Okay, so what is the result of uh, the samuchay means combination. The combination of upasana and karma. The fruit yoho samuchita yoho yat karyam. The fruit of that, the result of that. When we do upasana by mixing two things, I am doing upasana also. That means meditation also, or I am having whatever like we are doing right now. We are listening also and then meditating also. But I am also doing the rituals also, the karma kand also. When I am combining that effect, the result, ya gatihi, the result, and the gati, after I drop my body, the result that will be there, gatihi, tad tad vaktavyam iti, tad artho ayam prashnaha. So that should be told. This is for this question is for that purpose. Now, did you see? The question was so simple. But this question, he is saying, Bhagwan Bhashyakar ji is saying, we need Bhashyam. Bhagwan Bhashyakar is saying that this question is not that simple that you think. Why? Because this is going to tell us the gati or the result of a combined upasana of meditation and karma kand. I am listening also, and plus I am doing my karma rituals also, karma kand also. I am offering water to the sun. I am doing my other rituals. I am doing my sandhya upasana. I am doing my other like now Navratri is going on or some other things. Continuously, I am doing all those things. I am visiting temples also. So the gati that has to be told. Tat artha ayam prashnaha. This is for that purpose. This purpose should be known. So karya vishaya jnana artha. What is the karya? What is the effect of that of doing the samuchay upasana? That is the main purpose of this question. It is not that simple. But the question seems very simple. From where has this praja come out? From where has this whole Srishti come out? So that is very simple here. Okay. So now we come to the third mantra. Third mantra we saw just now, fourth mantra. So Ishwar, here the question is one or two points. Let me see. Ishwar alone instills the inspiration in somebody's heart to tell us, uh, about the rituals, about the kati, about the knowledge, about how to do a thing. If we have got the shastra in our hands, then it is the desire of the higher, desire of the Guru Tattva, desire of that Ishwar that he wants us to know all these things. It is not a person who is talking. It is not a shastra that is talking. It is the Bhagwan. It is the Lord that is talking. So Bhagwan has made a roadmap for us to reach where? To reach him. And he, through that roadmap, he is putting that thought in somebody's heart so that he will tell us how to reach that goal. Such a beautiful thought. So that thought that he is holding, that Acharya, the Guru is holding, is not his thought. It is whose thought? It is the Bhagwan's thought that he is holding, because Bhagwan, we are in Bhagwan's plans. Such a nice thought, isn't it, in the morning? We are in Bhagwan's plans, and Bhagwan wants us. What does he want us? He wants us to come to him as early as possible. And that is why it is at the thought level and not at the body level that somebody is interacting with us. Okay. Sometimes when we went to our Acharya, he used to guide us, he used to tell us. So, I used to think about myself. There are so many negative points in my personality. There are so many negatives. And this Acharya, he can see everything. But how does he still love? How does he still care? How does he still guide? When one day I could not contain myself, I asked him. And he said that it is not a person who's loving you. It is someone higher, because if a jeev loves another jeev, that relationship will be dropped. A jeev can never love another jeev because both of them are limited. Both of them have their limitations, constrictions, they have their own vasanas, some likes, some dislikes. So a jeev cannot love another jeev fully. I am asking you all only, is there a single person with whom you share everything of your life? A single person you can name. Don't tell me, tell me you're in your mind only. A single person with whom you can share each and everything without any hesitation. You don't hide anything from him. With some people, we tell something. With others, we tell something. Like that, there is not a single person, because this is the nature of Jeev. Jeev cannot be completely of another Jeev, but Bhagwan can be. A Jeev is of Bhagwan and Bhagwan is of the Jeev. So that is why here, this is not at the body level that is going on. This is at the thought level. And the thought has been held by Bhagwan himself, that he is guiding us. He is prompting. He has prompted someone because he's already prepared a roadmap. He is now prompting some Jeev to help us. Okay, so now we go to the fourth mantra. Let me read this first and then we will go into the details. Tasmai saho vacha praja kamo vai prajapatihi sa tapo tapyata sa tapas taptva sa mithunam utpadayate raim cha pranam cha iti etau me bahudha prajah karishyata iti. Again. तस्मै स होवाच प्रजाकामो वै प्रजापतिः स तपोतप्यत स तपस्तप्त्वा स मिथुनम् उत्पादयते रयिं च प्राणं चेति एतौ चेत एतौ मे बहुधा प्रजाः करिष्यत इति. Now तस्मै स होवाच. Full stop. After that you have to put full stop. To those students, Ha Ovacha, Sa Hovacha. Sa is Pippaladji. Pippalad Rishi, the Guru, the Acharya. Because now the question has been asked, now he is saying. So you have to put a full stop there. To those students, Pippaladji said. What did he say? Praja Kamo Vai Prajapatihi. Now there you have to put Abhavat and comma. Comma and Abhavat. So Praja Kamo Vai Prajapatihi Abhavat. Prajapati is the Brahma. No, Prajapati became with the desire of, don't go to my English, okay? Became or associated himself, you can say, with the desire of Praja Kamaha. So he took the desire of creating the Praja. This is the meaning of this sentence here, this phrase. Praja Kamo Vai Prajapati Abhavat. That Prajapati, that Brahmaji, associated himself with the desire of creating the Praja. Then what did he do? Sa Tapo Tapyata. Now Sa here means what? Pippalat. It's not Pippalat. Sa Tapo Tapyata, it is Brahmaji, the Prajapati. So he did tapasya. Don't join two different things. It will completely change the meaning. So sa tapo tapyata, he did tapasya. Who? That Prajapati, because he wanted to create. So that is why he did tapasya. Again, full stop. Saha tapo tapyata. He did tapasya, full stop. Sa tapas taptva, having done tapasya. Sa means who again? Prajapati, having done tapasya. Saha mithunam utpadayate. He created a pair. A pair. Mithunam means two things. A pair he created. Okay. Then again, we don't need the full stop there. You can put a dash there. So Raim cha pranam cha iti etau. So he created a pair of what? Rai and prana. We'll see what is the meaning of Rai and prana. So Rai and prana was created. This is a pair. Okay. Pair. Cha iti etau me bahudha prajaha karishyate iti. And these two will create by various kinds of praja. All the creations will be created by this Rai and prana. Got it? So these two, the pair was created by Prajapati. Who's the Prajapati? Brahmaji. He created Rai and Prana. And now he's saying that these two, the combination of these two will create the whole Srishti. The creation will be created by them. Okay, so this is the meaning here. Now let us come to the Bhashyam. Are you all ready? Concentrate and then we will go into more details. So tasma evam prishtavate sahovacha. So now here sometimes by getting the answer, this is now he is giving the answer. Okay, sometimes by getting the answer, we understand the depth of the question. Sometimes the question seems to be very superficial or very easy or very simple, but sometimes it is not so. So in between, the answer here will be given that a person who is doing upasana, there are two things. One is karmina and one is upasak. So the karmina is what? He is a ritualistic. He will go to the Swargalok. From Krishna Gati, he will go to some Swargalok or something like that, some lokas. So in between, he will mention some lokas, some that he'll go to Brahmalok, he'll go to Swargalok, or he'll go somewhere else. All these lokas and things will be mentioned by him. So first part of this Prashnopanishad is not very straight. And people sometimes, the sadhak sometimes does not understand this and they feel that Prashnopanishad is very, very difficult to understand. It is not like that. We need to understand properly and then see this Rai and Prana and all these things. These are typical, little bit technical. So if a person does not understand this, then he will get bored or he will leave it or he will find it very difficult. So this is not a very straight question. So Tatparya of answer is not in the Srishti or the creation of the Srishti or how the world was created. It is not like that. So here that is why in between this Karminaha, who is a ritualistic, he will go to some maybe some Brahmalok or maybe some Swargalok or some other lokas. There are many loks as per his desires. He will have Krishna Gati. And this Upasak, he will go where he will do Upasana and all, and he will go to Brahmalok. Okay, so this Upasak, so here Samuchay Upasana. Samuchay means what? Of Karminaha and Upasak. So these both, if one does the karma also and one is doing the Upasana also, then what will be the gati? Where will be he going? So combined vidya of what? Of this karminaha and this upasaka is called apara vidya. Okay. The combined upasana, the combined upasana of the combination of this karminaha and upasak is called apara vidya. So it is discussed for not for getting that because the student here is not of apara vidya. I hope you you know the meaning of apara vidya. Apara vidya means all the materialistic world, all wherever you want to get something. There is a difference between the prapya and there is a difference between whatever you want to get and yourself. Okay, there is a difference. There's a dualistic vision is there. Atma and Anatma is there. But here, what the student has come to know is about the Paravidya. Paravidya is about knowing the self, about himself, where it is Advaita Gyan. There is no dualistic uh, approach in that. It is non-dual. So here it is discussed for Vairagya Siddhartham. This we have to remember. This is not to attain or not to get those things. It is not, it doesn't take to moksha. We have to remember this. Again, we have to come back to square one and start our journey from scratch, from zero. So that is why this is for Paravidya student to gain more of Vairagya. Okay. So when one who is listening to this Upanishad, he is a mumukshu and he should not get digressed from his goal that is chosen. So when he understands Aparavidya, that Aparavidya will not give me moksha, it will take me to some other higher lok, from where again? Kshine Punye Martya Lokam Vishanti. So again, when the Punya is finished, our bag is empty, again we have to return here to fill our bags. So that is why this is not very appealing for a student of Paravidya. Okay. So another point that was told was that from one only everything has come out. Okay. One is the combination of Vidya and another is the Srishti has come out from one. So the source is only one. Okay. Now let us go to number 4. Tasma evam prishtvate sahovacha. Tasma means what? Can anybody tell me what is the word actually? It has got sandhi. Can you remember?
Oh, Shakalop.
But what is the word here?
Oh, okay.
Yes, you are right. It is loka
Tasmat, tasmat.
tasmai.
Oh,
Tasmai.
tasmai. Oh,
To him. To them. To
four,
them.
four. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tasmai evam prishtavate. Good. You remember at least. So first it is echo yavayavaha and then lopa shakalyasya. So tasmai evam prishtavate sahovacha. To those who questioned, he answered. Now what is he answering? Tad apakarna yaha. To remove their doubt, he is answering now. Let us move ahead. So, praja kamaha, praja atmana, sisrakshurvaihi, sisrakshuhu, like mumukshuhu, bhubhutsuhu, jigyasuhu. Similarly, here it is sisrakshu, to in order to having the desire to create. So, having the also to create his own children, sisrakshurvaihi prajapati, Sarvatma, here Praja Kamaha means what? Praja Kamaha here means what? One who is identified, see, one who is identified to whatever, like I am identified to my ashram, somebody is identified to his house. So continuously he will want to expand. Wherever we are identified, we want to expand. That is natural. So here also, because he is identified to the whole Srishti, so he is wanting to expand. Now, have you heard something about Aham Grahopasana? I don't think this word has come before. So I haven't explained you all this. Aham Grahopasana, anybody knows? What is Aham Grahopasana? No? Okay. So, we do Shaligram Upasana. When we are doing Shaligram Upasana, what are we doing? Nikrishta Vastu ni Utkrishta Bhavna. This is the definition of Upasana. So, in something very limited, we are trying to see something unlimited. That is called Upasana. In a Shivling, that is a stone that can be seen, that is limited, that is small. I am seeing the Shiv Tattva in it, the all-pervading Tattva. Similarly, all in my puja murti, I am saying Bhagwan Vishnu. So similarly, in all the upasanas has got this principle. Now, aham grahopasana means what? In my aham, I am doing this upasana. In my aham, like the murti is made of metal. Similarly, my murti is made of my aham, and in aham, I see the whole world. The whole world I see in myself. This is called aham grahopasana. So there was a jeev who sees the whole world in I. See, it is not with understanding. Okay, there is no gyan. Otherwise, he'll be a gyani. He is doing upasana. He does not have any gyan. It is without understanding. It is not a state of a jnani. So don't confuse with that state of a jnani who is doing something, who is looking at the world, seeing his own reflection. It is not that. This is an ajnani person because he is doing upasana. He is an upasak. So when he is doing upasana, he is seeing the whole world in himself. So how does he see the whole world in himself? He sees that the all subtle bodies are in my subtle body. He sees all gross bodies are in my gross body. They are not different. So such upasanas are mentioned in the Upanishads. This is called aham grahopasana. Everything, my five elements are not different than other five elements. So in my aham only, everything is there. So this is called aham grahopasana. So he did karma kand. This jeev, I'm talking about this jeev who is doing aham grahopasana. He did a lot of karma kand also to strengthen this thought. And you remember that shlok in Gita that says yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tejatyante kalevaram. What is that number of? I think it is chapter 8. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tejatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavita. So bhava bhavit is the important word. What is the number? Just see. Just tell me. You all should have your Gitas also ready. Those will be referring here and there. Tada tad bhava bhavita. What is the number? 6th number. See? Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tame vaiti konteya sada tad bhava bhavita. So bhava bhavit is the word that I want to tell you. So bhava bhavit means what? His mind is completely engulfed by a thought. This is the upasana portion. Now, when he is completely taken over by a thought and he leaves his body, what will happen? The authority in the next birth that he will get will depend on this bhav. If I am identified to 4 people, now my authority will be of 4 people only. I will enjoy the powers to dictate or to have joy or sorrows from 4 people. If I have identified myself to a state or a community, then my authority will be till there. Similarly, if somebody is identified to the whole country, then his power naturally will increase. And if some jeev is identified to the whole cosmos, to the whole Brahmand, imagine his power, imagine his authority. Because he has done this upasana and he has left his body, now Bhav Bhavit, he has become Bhav Bhavit of what? Of the whole Brahmand. Is this clear? He has become Bhav Bhavit. He has got that. Now he will get authority of what? He will become Brahmand Abhimani. Sukshma Sharir Abhimani. Samashti Sukshma Sharir Abhimani. So all because he had done this upasana continuously, that all the subtle bodies are in me, everything is me, whole Brahmand is in me, whole cosmos is in me. He's continuously doing this bhavana in himself without any knowledge, without any jnana. And he has done some karma kand also. So he has strengthened his thought like that. And he has left his body. After leaving this body, he will get another body with a bigger authorization, bigger authority, and where he will have powers to control to create, to generate, to annihilate, to destroy, to maintain the whole cosmos. He is called Brahmaji, he is called Prajapati. So he is also a Jeev. Isn't it a wow moment? Oh, yeah, it's like that. So where Tivra identification is there, he will act like that only. And he is only called Sutratma also, this Prajapati. Because he is going through all, he is pervading through all. My subtle body and his subtle body won't be separated. Because he is identified to my subtle body also. So his subtle body is going through my subtle body also. That therefore he is called Sutratma. I'll come to the question answer session last 5 minutes. And you can ask me if you have any doubt. Then we can clear them because I can get some vibes that some questions are coming. So here we saw this. Praja Kama Praja Atmana Sisukshar Vai Prajapati Sarvatma. Here Sarvatma here means what? He becomes this Sarvatma. Now, Sarvatma here does not mean that all pervading Atma or the Brahma. He has become what? He has become this Brahmanda Abhimani. So he has Sarva Jivatma Abhimani, Sarvatma here. As the topic is not of Atma here. He is not a Jnani here. He does not have Gyan. Otherwise, he would have been liberated. So this is a Jeev. This is being talked about of a Jeev. Brahmaji is a Jeev, a position of a Jeev. So, yeah. So we all have this subtle body. So there must be a Samashti subtle body also. And he is the Abhimani, is the possessor of that subtle body. Who? This Brahmaji. Okay, like a head of the family. The head of the family, he is the Sutratma of the family. Yeah. So he is identified to each and every person's joys and sorrows. If it is a big joint family, so the smallest child also he knows, and the the eldest one also he knows. What are the problems in the house he knows. If somebody is not well, he will be concerned. If some good news is there, he will joyous along with that person. So it's like that. So Brahmaji is also the subtle body. His subtle body is conditioned that he is pervading all the subtle bodies, and therefore, so Brahmaji here became Praja Kamaha because he's identified. Now he wants to expand. It is natural. So now here Brahmaji is taken as the creator, and he is not the Atma. This Praja Sarvatma San Jagat Sakshyami. Sakshyami, I will create. Sakshyami iti evam vijnanavan yathoktakari. Now, with this knowledge, with this know that I want to create more praja, I want to create everybody, I want to create things, I want to expand myself, expand the cosmos, and create the world. With this knowledge, what is happening? With this knowledge, Vijnanavan, he took a sankalp. Vijnanavan means what? He took a sankalp. Yathoktakari. Yathoktakari means what? Now, please come to Anandgiri. Anandgiri ji, the bottom paragraph, middle paragraph, not completely bottom, in the middle. I mean, next paragraph. You can see a line there, and then middle portion is Anandgiri ji, Anandgiri Tika. So, did you get Adyasya Sannityasya Prajakamaha? Did you all get this word? Okay. Everybody got? Okay. So, Adyasya Sannityasya Prajakama Sannityanvayah Yathoktari iti. So, he is explaining, Anand Giriji is explaining Yathotkari word. Okay. So Yathotkari means Yathoktakari, sorry. Yathoktakari. Yathoktakari means what? Adyas in the past. Like I just now told you. The past he has done this upasana. Of what? Of getting identified. So he's telling the same thing. The past he did samuchay of Gyan and Karma. Aham Grahopasana he did. Adyasya san Nityasya Prajakama san Nityan Anvayaha Yathoktakariti. So, because he has done this upasana of what? Of Gyan and Karma. Gyan of what? In me only everything is there. And karman, to do karma kand, to do all those karma kand, to strengthen that. So in this way, what was that jnana karma samuchayakari ityartha. He has become what? He has done a combination of rituals and the knowledge. Combination of these two, jnana and karma samuchayakari ityartha tad bhava bhavita iti. This is the meaning of identification. Tad bhav. Next word is tad bhava bhavitah. See the bhashyam. Tad bhava. He is identified now to the Brahman. Bhav bhavit word we have taken from Gita ji. So tad bhav bhavita means he has completely attached or completely identified to the upasya, and now that upasya, the shakti of that upasya is coming in him. Tad bhav bhavita kalpadau. In the beginning, kalpado, in the beginning, nivritau hiranyagarbha, of that kalpa, in the beginning of that kalpa, nivrita means expressing, expressed. Now please come to the this thing again, Anand Giriji again. The next word is Prajapati aham sarvatma iti upasana kalina. Did you all get it? Everybody got it? Prajapatir aham sarvatma iti upasana kalina prajapati bhavana yukta ityartha. So now what is happening in upasana kal? During the upasana kal, sarvatma iti upasana kalina. In that upasana kal, he thought, what did he thought? I am all. I am all. Kalina Prajapati Bhavana Yukta Ityartha. I am also same Bhavana is now expressing here also. So same Bhavana is maintained here also. I am expressing all continuously because he had done. See how this Upasana and everything continues. Yesterday also when we were saying in the here Lalita Sahasranam, I explained to you the meaning of Shailaputri. My Shailaputri. So the journey of a seeker is in continuation. It is not a one stoppage journey or full stop after death. It is not like that. It will continue, keep on continuing. So here also the upasana that we had done earlier, Ahamra upasana, Bhav Bhavita, it has been continued because he had done that everything is in me. He has maintained that thing. Now Purva Kalpiyat तद भाव भावितः एतत् कल्पादौ हिरण्यगर्भात्मना निर्वृतः प्रजापति. Now in the last kalpa, what bhav he had, in the last janma, what bhav he had, now also he's having the same bhavna, and it is nirvrita means to express, vyakt karna. Or you can say in Hindi, sampanna hua, nirvritaha, sampanna expressed. So that expressed as what? Prajapati son, Paschat, Prajakama son. So he became Prajakami. He became, I want to expand. Why? Because already he had that bhavna, a Tivra bhavna. Tivra bhavna was there in his mind, and that is why he became that Prajapati. That is why he got that authority, higher authority in him. So he became that Brahmaji. Now please come in the Bhashyam again. Nirvrita Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha means Hiranyanam Garbha. Hiranyagarbha means Hiranyanam Garbha. The Samashti subtle body. The Samashti subtle body. Hiranyanam Garbha. Srishti. Srijyamananam Prajanam. Savar Jangamanam. Savar and Jangam. All the Srishti he wanted to make. That is to be created. The Srishti that is to be created. Savar also will come in that. Jangam will also come. Sentient and insentient, both. Savar Jangamana. Patihi. Patihi means he is the Lord of all. He will become the Lord of all. Son. Janmantar Bhavitam Jnanam. Son. So here, Janmantar Bhavita Jnanam means what? He needs all the knowledge. He needs all the knowledge that was in unmanifest. He does not have knowledge right now that how to create the praja, how to expand, how to have the sentient beings, what are the jivas, how this creation will have which avatar. He does not know anything right now. But he has only the desire to create. San Janmantar Bhavitam Jnanam Shruti Prakashitartha Vishayam Tapo Tapa Anvalochayat Tat Atapyata. So here tapas means what? What did he do? Tapasya means what, son? Janmantar, knowledge of that past. Knowledge of that bhavita, janmantar bhavitam jnanam, and shruti prakashitartha vishayam. Shruti prakashat vishayam means what? That the two things are there in tapasya. What is there? Two things will be cleared in tapasya. The karma phal of the jivas, the how many jivas will be there, and the vishay of the jivas, the field in which the jivas will act. This is one portion. Again, one portion is karma phal of the jivas in themselves, how many jivas will be born, the karma phal of the jivas, and the vishay, the objects that are required for their interaction or for their enjoyment, for the bhog, you can say. The bhog means what? Sukh and dukh both. Second is the Ved. Ved is also in unmanifest right now because the Srishti is not there. So Ved also has got what? Mantra portion we saw, Brahman portion we saw, the mantras are there, the karma kand is there, the knowledge portion is there. All those things, Vidhi, Nished, all those things have to manifest. So what is he doing? He is doing tapasya to bring out these two things. Again, he'll be doing tapasya because he has only got one thought now. See, in the Puranas, this is explained very nicely. In the Puran, there will be even in Bhagavatam, in second canto. So it is said that Brahmaji, when he was created, suddenly he saw here and there, and then four faces came out because all the directions. He had started looking at the directions, so he got four faces. Now he started seeing everywhere there was water, and he was sitting on a lotus. So from where has this lotus come out? He was just looking at it like that. Then he went down. He dived into the water. He went into the water, went up and down many times, up and down many times. Up and down many times means what? He's again doing tapasya only there. He is maintaining one thought that I want to know about the source of this world, about source of this lotus. From where has this lotus come out? I want to know about it. So then Vishnu Bhagwan manifests in front of him. And Vishnu Bhagwan says that do tapasya now. Again, do tapasya for what? To know about the past jivas, their karma phal, their bhog. You have to manifest all of them with I am giving you my Shakti, my power to do tapasya now to bring out all those things. So that is a pictorial or sweet picturization of the same principle that has been told here in one word or one line. This is the difference between Vedanta and Upanishad and the Puranas. The same thing. So here, what is he doing? Sa tapas tapyata. This word has been explained in a story form in Puranas. So what is the tapasya now? The tapasya is to bring out these two things. Karma phal of the jivas, how many jivas, the bhog, and the Vedas also, karma kand, the Brahman portion, mantra portion, vidhi nished, all these things. So Shruti prakashitartha vishayam, that means the Ved and all. So that has to be brought out, or that has to be seen. So knowledge here of all the manvantar has to come in his mind before he creates the Saptarishis. You should know. I don't know whether you all know all these things or not. How many things are required uh, to create the Srishti, to maintain the Srishti, and to destroy the Srishti? With each month, I think 7 or 8 things change. I'll let you know after I confirm. It is there in the 12th canto of Bhagavatam. With each month, the Devta, the Rishi, Saptarshi, there is also Apsara, there are Gandharvas. There are so many people who are maintaining this Srishti. And nothing can go without their desire. If they want, like the flash floods came, they had decided that it will come. So everything, if something good happens in the Srishti, they are the ones to create that. So not, everything is as per their decisions. They are the people who are maintaining. So he has to know. Brahmaji is the creator of them also. So he has to know about those Saptarshis, about the Devtas, about the Swargalok, about all the Jivas, about the karma phal of the Jivas, about how long this Jiva will take to reach moksha. Everything has to be known by him. Only then he can plan out and only then he can create everything. So all the knowledge is where? All the knowledge is lying in the Avyakta. What do we name him? We name him as Vishnu, we name him as Ishwar. He is that Avyakta Upahita Chaitanya. This name seems so arasic, so insipid in Vedanta and Upanishad. But this is the thing. That is the Avyakta Upahita Chaitanya that has taken, that is called Ishwar or Vishnu here in Puranas. The same thing. So he has to manifest. Brahmaji is what? Manifester of that knowledge, of that Avyakta knowledge. From that Avyakta, he is manifesting that knowledge through his tapasya. He is called Brahmaji. And he is the creator. Okay. So he is manifesting. So everything, see here, needs three. Okay, the time is over. The three things are, the three steps are required in every creation. First is Avyakta. Second is the blueprint at the thought level. And third is the gross level. I can see everything. Like a building has to be made. It was an Avyakta before. Then the architect made it on a design, on a paper, drawing paper. So blueprint was created. And exactly like that, the building comes out. The town planners are also there. The whole town, where will be a bridge, where will be a hospital or an educational institution, residential area, everything is planned. Similarly, here also, from that unmanifest, now this Brahmaji is going to create. Sujjimana prajanam stavara jangamanam patihi san janmantar bhavitam jnanam shruti prakashitartha vishayam tapo tapaha tapo valochayat atapyat. After doing tapasya, he saw and he'll be creating. From here, we will continue tomorrow. 1 hour is very less. You have any question, anybody? Please ask.
So Brahma, if he is the Jeev and he got the power of creating, then who created Brahma?
Brahmaji is created by Ishwar.
अम्मा
हाँ,
ज्ञान प्राप्ति रास्ता की
ज्ञान,
ज्ञान पावर
सत्संग, शास्त्र, गुरु.
बुझी नहीं, आर टू इलेबोरेट करो.
Shastra and Guru. Through Shastra and through Guru only we can get that knowledge. Continuously doing satsang, continuously doing seva, Guru Shushra. This is what they were told to do. These 6 students. So if we want moksha, we need gyan, and if we want gyan, we need to have to do a lot of satsang. We need to have shraddha in the acharya. We have to have a lot of tapasya. With brahmacharya, we have to stay. All these things are required.
Thank you.
Any other question?
Amma, that's why Vishnu had he had a desire to create Brahma. So ultimately, the creation started from Vishnu only.
Yes.
So he only wanted the creation. Then through Brahma became a.
But
instrument.
Here we are taking from Brahmaji. We are taking from Brahmaji. Okay, so,
because you're talking about the previous janmas, that means as if one more creation had already taken place.
Yes. So Ishwar, we are not talking about the Ishwar here. Brahmaji is the creator. Brahmaji is the creator. And who is the creator of Brahma? Ishwar. Ishwar is the creator of Brahma. So already there was a Srishti, but after the Pralay, how the Srishti again is happening through Brahmaji, this has been said here. Through Brahmaji, the creation through Brahmaji. Different Srishtis are mentioned. So this is the process here. Okay.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Okay, Hari Om. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.